Moon Knight Episode 3 opens with Layla showing us all how to forge a passport, which could come in very useful for the summer holidays. Then it's off to Mark in Egypt, who's having a fight with some ruffians. Unfortunately, all the bad guys end up dead before they can tell him anything. So Khonshu causes an eclipse to happen, which summons a meeting of the gods, and they're being Arthur Harrow to answer for his crimes.
Why have I been brought here? I'm just a simple man trying to live my life in peace. No, he's trying to resurrect Amit. You've got to stop him. Well, that's ridiculous. I have no intention of resurrecting the great and bounteous god Amit and leading humanity into a new age of peace and love. See, he admits it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this man is clearly insane. As the young people today would put it, he is cuckoo for Coke Pops. Oh, come on! Why don't we hear from Stephen Grant, the man inside your head? Let's hear what he's got to say about all this. That's really not a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't mind speaking, actually. Get back in the box, Stephen. I'm not getting back in the box. Get back in the box. I'm not getting back in the box. I'll rest my case.
So that didn't work. Instead, Mark and Layla go after an ancient sarcophagus that will tell them where Amit's tomb is. After a big fight scene with lots of spears and horses, which I'm not going to recreate, they find a map of the stars.
Stephen, I'm going to turn the sky back 2,000 years, so it will match the map on the parchment.
I'm pretty sure you can just use a map for that. Layla's probably got one on the tablet. You could ask her.
No time. You must summon the suit.
Oh, I hate someone in a suit. You can't see a bloody thing out of it. There you go.
Now follow my lead.
Oh, that's amazing. Khonshu? Khonshu? Oh, he's turned into a statue.
After 2 episodes with Stephen in charge, this week we got to see what it was like with Mark as the star. And it's really not as much fun. Stephen's a much more engaging character, whereas Mark's more of a generic hero type. There are hints of a third personality who keeps popping up and killing people. Presumably this is Jake Lockley from the comics, who's gone from taxi driver to murderer, like Robert De Niro in that film, Taxi Driver. It could be controversial to have a psychopath as one of his personalities, like in that movie Split that I reviewed a few weeks ago. But in the first episode, you may remember that one of the personalities chatted up a girl and replaced the fish, which neither Stephen nor Mark would have done. So maybe Jake's not so bad after all. The mythology gets fleshed out a bit more in this episode, as we meet the avatars of all the other gods. It feels a bit like that show American Gods, the first season before it went downhill. Previously, all the godlike figures in the MCU, like the Asgardians and the Celestials, have turned out to be just alien beings with highly advanced technology. And that may turn out to be the case here, but at the moment we have to accept that they're supposed to be gods, so that's definitely a turn up for the books. The cinematography in this episode is a definite step up. The Egyptian setting means we get some beautiful shots of deserts, rooftops, and indeed more. I don't know if they actually shot it in Egypt, but if not, it's very convincing. The Chamber of the Gods inside the Great Pyramid is a beautiful set as well. You can't help wondering what this would look like on the big screen, which is not something I've thought about for any of the other Disney Plus shows, except maybe some of the scenes in Loki. Finally, this episode is dedicated to the late Gaspar Ulliel, who played Mogar. I know him better for the Netflix miniseries Twice Upon a Time, which is a kind of rom-com / time travel show, and he was really good in that, so check it out if you get the chance. That's all for this week. Check out my channel for reviews of the first 2 episodes, and come back next week for episode 4. Goodbye!